Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows. I'm going to try to do a couple videos over the next couple days as we're getting ready for a 6-week trip to Florida. We'll be stopping in Tennessee and doing Florida and possibly Washington, D.C. Bunch of different cool stuff going on. And so I just wanted to share some of the ways that we're preparing for this trip. And one of those ways we're preparing is with our food storage, getting rid of things before we go. So we have 2 freezers, just chest freezers down in the basement. Neither of them are super big. And we have 2 refrigerator freezer combinations. One's a regular size and one's more an apartment size. And so we've been trying to use our food stores and save money for the trip by using up stuff that we already had. As you've seen in some of my other videos, we buy stuff on sale and we try to get it at the lowest price. But if you're buying stuff at the lowest price and then you let it go bad, it's no use to you. So we like to go through probably every 6 months about and use up stuff that we have, not purchase more things, and sometimes have some weird meals as we use our food stores to make sure that they're doing the best for the money that we have. So I decided to do it before we leave. We're going to leave our smallest chest freezer on downstairs because we have some food that we have acquired, such as frozen turkey. We have I think 2 full frozen turkeys in the basement. We recently got some deer meat from somebody. Thank you very much. And I had bought some hamburger on sale that we just finished using up. So I'm trying to clear out the freezers so that I will leave just that one freezer on. Anything that is left in the fridge, I'm either trying to use up before we go. My mom's going to take some of the condiments and some of the stuff will be thrown out. I don't know about you, but you end up with condiments that your family doesn't actually use. I don't use mustard. I don't even know how I got mustard in my fridge. My aunt and uncle have a summer house, and so maybe it came over when they sent some stuff over when they left this year. I'm not really sure, but we don't use mustard, and there's some in my fridge. So we're going to use this as a time to be able to clean out our fridge of the stuff that we don't use and stuff that maybe is outdated. I don't know about you, but we have outdated stuff in the fridge too, usually condiments that get pushed to the back that we forget about. And we will leave just the small chest freezer on. So today I'm going to share our menu plan with you over the next few days. So today is Wednesday night and we are leaving Tuesday before lunch. We'll be eating lunch in the car. So I'm going to share with you what we will be making for meals and some of the extra stuff to use things in the house. The first thing I did was went through and looked what I had in my fridge, what I had in my small freezer, the one we're trying to empty out. I know I still have some room in my big freezer, so like some butter that's in my small freezer is going to go down to my big freezer, but I wanted to use up the rest of my broth and things like that are in the small freezer. I also went through my pantry, and there is a small box of stuff on my counter that's going to be a free-for-all for the next couple days. Some open packages of crackers, I'm trying to remember what's there, small amount of granola, some sunflower seeds. There's not much, just some little parts and pieces that the kids can snack on. So tomorrow is Thursday. We are going to be having banana bread. Virginia had made that just now. It's still in the oven actually. We had 5 bananas that needed to go. For our banana bread recipe we needed 6, so we added a little bit of applesauce that was in the fridge to round that out, and so that's what we'll be having. For lunch, we'll be having pasta and sauce. I made some meat sauce yesterday with some sauce in the fridge that had to go. And so we will be finishing off that sauce with 1 box of pasta, which is the last box of pasta I have in the house. And Mark and I will be eating it over cabbage because that won't be enough pasta for all of us. We easily can eat 2 boxes. So Mark and I will be having steamed cabbage with our sauce on top to finish up the cabbage that's in the fridge. We also will be finishing a cheesy soup that I made today. Usually when I make soup, I try to make it for 2 days worth. And so the soup was using up some carrots and celery, or using part of the carrots and celery that were in the bottom of the fridge, using up the rest of a bag of potatoes my mom had bought at Christmas, and using up some extra milk that we had. So that's why we chose that. Tomorrow we will also be making some bread, as that will help us get through the rest of the week, we use bread to help fill meals when we don't have quite enough soup for everybody or whatever the case may be. Virginia's going to make some lemonade because we have some lemon juice in the fridge that we would like to go. We are going to make a package of brownies because we have 1 box mix of brownies. We don't buy that very often, but it was in the cupboard. We're trying to finish off that stuff. And we can make some apple juice and orange juice. That won't necessarily all be made tomorrow, but that's all stuff that I have in the fridge, freezer, or pantry that I'd like to get rid of that don't actually make a meal. So back to the meals. Friday, we're going to have banana bread, whatever banana bread is left over, and from tomorrow's, because we made a double batch. And we'll have toast. We will have ham and cheese sandwiches for lunch. I bought cheese on sale this week at Shaw's. They had a really good deal that it was $1. It was 1 pound for $2.50, which is a great deal. So we had bought a bunch of cheese, so we will have ham and cheese sandwiches. My mom gave me some ham because she bought a package that was too big today, and so that'll be enough for ham and cheese sandwiches tomorrow. And we will also make hamburger soup. That will use the rest of the carrots and celery that is in the fridge. It will use some cooked up hamburger that I have in the fridge. And somebody recently gifted me a whole bunch of cans of vegetables, just random vegetables, carrot in one, corn, green beans. I don't even remember all that there is. So thank you for that, but I'm going to be using those vegetables in the hamburger soup so I can get rid of those cans. So we will make a big pot of hamburger soup that will be 2 meals worth. So that will be Friday night's dinner, hamburger soup. Saturday morning, we're going to make bran muffins. I've got just enough bran flakes in the cupboard to make what makes a double batch of bran muffins for our family. So we will make bran muffins for Saturday morning and then eat the rest of that on Sunday morning. For Saturday lunch, we will have eggs and toast, using up some of the eggs we have in the house. And Saturday dinner, we will finish off the hamburger soup that will be made on Friday. Sunday, I've said that we try to make very limited meals, very limited work on Sundays. So we will eat the rest of the bran muffins. The batter will already be made, so it'll just be throwing them in the pans, and then we will leave the pan and wash it on Monday morning. We try to do very limited dishes. Sunday for lunch, we are having cereal. I bought a bunch of cereal when we had Malachi, now 10, 11 weeks ago. And so this is the end of the cereal. I want to finish it off before we go, so we will have it for lunch when we get home on Sunday. I had decided Sunday cereal was an easy Sunday breakfast, and we should use it then. And then I realized when we get home from church, everybody's hungry, cranky, and ready for a nap. So if we get home, I can easily pour cereal into a bowl and send them right off to nap time. So that's what we're doing. I know cereal is not the best nutrition, but it's what's working for my family right now so that I can make sure that they have full bellies. It's not something we do every day. Usually, if we have cereal, it's only once a week. Sunday for dinner, we were gifted 2 cans of chili beans. And some of this is also just stuff that you find a random one in your cupboard. You don't really know what recipe you bought it for or whatever. But I have 2 cans of chili beans, so we will be serving that on rice with cheese and any leftover veggies that I can find around the house before we go. Monday, the day before we leave for the trip, we will be doing cereal for breakfast. Right now, 2 boxes of cereal is what feeds our family 1 meal, and I have 4 boxes left, so we're trying to use them before we go. So we will have that Monday for breakfast. We will have eggs and toast for lunch. That's a normal lunch in our household. And we will have deer meat tacos for dinner. I know that I will have deer meat. I know that I will have tortillas, and I know that I will have cheese. I don't know if we'll have salsa. I don't know if we'll have sour cream. I don't know if we'll have lettuce or cabbage to put on them. It's one of those finish off the stuff in the house meals. So that's just how it works. And then Tuesday morning before we leave for the trip, we're going to have eggs and toast, finish off the rest of the eggs in the house, and make sure everybody has a good meal before we get in the car. So that's what we're doing. That's why I chose the meals that I chose, to be able to finish off the things that we have. I'm hoping to do a couple videos tomorrow as we are packing the camper for a 6-week vacation for mom, dad, and 7 kids, ranging in age from 16 to 11 weeks. So we've got a lot of packing, a lot of diapers, a lot of clothes, a lot of stuff to go. So I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow, and show you some more of our packing videos. Thanks for joining Herding Little Cows.